This weekend is going to be a memory maker as far as winter weather goes. Let's go ahead and break it down for you over here. As far as the precipitation type, all modes of precipitation are on play. Heavy snow, sleet, and freezing rain. Now, as far as accumulation, that's going to depend on the track of the flow. Remember, one slight shift to the north, one slight shift to the south can continue to change this forecast. And will this forecast continue to change? Absolutely, it will change. Now, temperatures for us, we will have multiple days below 32 degrees. And because of that, we did call for a Storm 12 alert starting late Friday evening, going through Sunday. So that's taking you all throughout the upcoming weekend ahead. Now, as far as rain chances go for today, so by 7 o'clock this morning, there are low rain chances between 7 and 8 o'clock. We'll squeeze in a rain chance in here by 9 and 10 o'clock, where we're maintaining a 30% and a 40% chance of rain. But then by 11 o'clock and afternoon hours, that's when we start to see those rain chances really get into the 50% chance level. Now, what I wanted to show you real quick is I just wanted to kind of refresh you on wind speeds right there right now. So wind speeds are kind of low for us at this moment, but we'll take it at about 7:30 this morning. So you'll notice if I kind of zoom in a little bit, areas like Nashville, Hendersonville, back over towards parts of Portland, you're picking up right around 8 to 13 mile per hour wind gust speeds out there. Back down towards Murfreesboro, you are also picking up areas of 10 miles per hour as far as wind speeds go. And I'll kind of take you on out just a little bit further. So those winds are going to kind of stay in between, gusting up to 15 miles per hour, especially areas south. Look at Shelbyville and McMinnville picking up 13 mile per hour wind gusts. Cookeville, you're also reporting in at 12 miles per hour of wind speeds at about 1 o'clock this afternoon. I'll take you back a little bit further, and then those wind speeds still maintaining of where they're at. Now, let's look at what's happening out there as of right now. Okay, right now, a lot of you are dry. Now, I know you guys are probably looking at this. So this is not, it says that this is light snow. I don't think a lot of you are probably going to be seeing that kind of activity out there, but radar is picking up a little bit of light snow. Areas back over towards the west. Some of you are picking up light rain to moderate rain in the area right now. It does have a little bit of parts of Paris, Tennessee, back over a little bit of light snow, even on up into parts of Murray, Kentucky, maybe a little bit of some light snow trying to work in. So what I want to do is I want to kind of take you into the 6 o'clock morning time frame. So here we are, where it's still indicating that we're picking up some snow out there. Across the area and towards the Kentucky area. Again, this is that first system that we're kind of watching for. Again, not entirely too worried about this system, but it is something that we will continue to keep a very close eye on. So what I want to do now is kind of show you exact tracked a little bit. So we're going to put this right around 9:10 in the morning. So this is all rain. So if you're looking at this west of I-65, West Tennessee, Kentucky, this is an all rain event. There is no snow with this. However, it is possible that some areas in Kentucky could be picking up on some snow a little bit later during the day. We'll take this now into the 10:50 morning time frame. And again, all areas of west of I-65, so Clarksville, Dixon, Tennessee, picking up on some of that snow, picking up on some of that rain there. Look, my brain is already knowing that snow is coming to the forecast, so it's mentally getting prepared for it. But this is all rain that's going to be moving through during the day. So this is around 12:30 in the afternoon. Still getting some rain in here by the afternoon, and then by 2:10 in the afternoon, we're still seeing some more rain activity. And now, what I want to show you the difference is here's some heavier rain back over towards parts of Memphis, Tennessee, and also heading down areas south. So we'll continue to take you on out. So this is by 4:30 in the afternoon or in the evening. We're still getting some rain in the forecast, and then that does look to try to clear. Okay, as we get closer into the evening. So this is 7:10. Now, it's possible that some areas towards the eastern Tennessee area could pick up on some light snow. But as for us here, just some light rain is expected. Here's a look at 8:40 in the evening. that rain still continuing to push towards the Cumberland Plateau counties. And then some of you, a lot of this is out of your area, but still holding strong in parts of the Cumberland Plateau County, especially back over towards Cookeville and McMinnville by a little later after 10 o'clock in the evening there. And then as we get closer into midnight there, that's when this system tries to then pull out by January 22nd, so 12:30 in the morning. And then this is where we will then just be dealing with cloudy skies. And I'll kind of zoom it out so you can kind of see that there. So system moves out by the morning hours of January 22nd. So something we're going to continue to keep an eye on. Now, let's talk about the winter storm watch that is in effect for a good portions of Middle Tennessee. This starts on January 23rd at 6 p.m. and will expire on Sunday on January 25th at 6 p.m. So this was issued today, but it won't start until January 23rd. Okay, so this is the time to prep now for anything that you're going to get. Everybody in Middle Tennessee is under that winter storm watch, okay? We will watch this to fine tune to see if some areas may get updated to a winter storm warning or a winter weather advisory. We already have some folks in Kentucky that are under a winter weather advisory. And then if I take you now into parts of some central Kentucky counties, back over towards parts of Missouri, these areas here are also under a winter storm watch that will start on January 24th. Beginning at 12 a.m. and expiring January 25th. So that's Sunday at 12 p.m. in the afternoon. So this is something that we need to continue to keep a very, 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 very close eye on. Now, I want to go over the Euro model and then the GFS model so we are still on the same page here. So I got this at Friday, January 23rd. This is by 9 a.m. This is the Euro model. So notice as we get towards 12 a.m., you're starting to be able to see some snow kind of lingering in into parts of the western Tennessee, maybe mixing in with a little bit of sleet, freezing rain possible with it. Here we are now, 6 a.m. on a good Saturday morning across the Mid-South, aka Allie's birthday, picking up on some snow across the Mid-South. This is Euro, so there's two different models that I'm going to show you here. So this one kind of pretty much has lots of freezing rain and sleet in the forecast and has more snow going up towards the Kentucky area. So this is one model. Here we are, 9 p.m. Still dealing with freezing rain, some sleet mixing in. And then as we go towards 3 a.m. on January 25th, that now mixes in with some rain, also with that freezing rain in the forecast as well. And then that looks to taper off out of here by in the afternoon. It's out of here. And then this is the other model. So this one tries to have more snow than it does sleet. So take a look at this one. So this is by 12 a.m. So you notice that there is some freezing rain, some sleet, some snow, and rain as well. But that doesn't move to our area until 6 o'clock in the morning. So we start off as snow. And then this one tries to have a better handle of just heavier bands of snow. So this is 6 o'clock in the evening of January 24th. Most of the sleet and freezing rain stays south of us, so down towards Alabama and back over towards our eastern tier. But we're just getting more snow than anything. So again, it all depends on the shift, folks. One slight shift to the north, one slight shift to the south, and all of that forecast can change. Can it change? Yes, it can change. Do I expect it to change? Yes, I expect it to change. This is not gospel. It's not singing to the heels of your feet, okay? This forecast is subject to change, okay? And we'll probably have a better handle on that forecast today. So please, please, please don't rely on one model. Rely on multiple different models and we got to figure out which one's being more fluid and which one's being more consistent. And that's what we're continuing to keep a very close eye on. That's why we said all modes of precipitation is on the table. Now, what I want to do is show you now is what's going on over at the National Weather Service, because they did make a very good, valuable point. So again, with that weekend snow chance, here are that kind of impacts. So dangerous travel are going to be expected. We could also see some power outages as well. And then even some possible downed trees and tree branches are also going to be possible this weekend as well. Now, here's a look at that forecast. Again, this is for the National Weather Service out in Nashville for us at this hour. So the chance chances of 6 inches and up. Notice areas north of I-40 have that 63 to about 70% chance of seeing 6 inches of snow possible. Areas possible of seeing 9 inches. Okay, so that's between 40 to 60. Okay, so again, it's mostly areas that are between like Murfreesboro, back over towards Columbia. Those areas and up north of I-40 have the chance of seeing anywhere between 6 to 9, possibly up to 12 inches. Now, is it going to be 12 inches? We don't know. Is it going to be 9 inches? We don't know. Is it going to be 6? We don't know. It's all in the shift. However, we do think that the highest snowfall accumulations that will possibly be greater than 6 inches looks to be areas along and north of I-40. The timing, again, is going to be Friday night into Sunday. Okay? And then, again, we said at least 6 inches. So it's possible that that can also be updated as well. Now, we're also looking at upwards to 1/4 of an inch of ice, okay, for a lot of folks. So anybody that's down south of Interstate 40, this is right now where we're thinking that the highest freezing rain threat is going to be. So that's that 1/4 of an inch of ice possible for areas south of Interstate 40. Areas like towards Nashville, Clarksville, and Lafayette, we're thinking that the chances for you are going to be lighter. But again, that's right now. We still have to wait until this system continues to pan out. Let's go ahead and take a look now at that super 7-day forecast. So for today, we'll watch a little bit of a rain chance that's going to come in here on Wednesday. Again, this one's going to be a rainmaker today. It's possible areas in Kentucky could get some light snow from this, but 47 degrees on Wednesday for today, 49 on Thursday, 36 as we go towards Friday. We do have a Storm 12 alert that is in effect starting Friday night, going into your Saturday, with a high top temperature of only making it to 25 degrees. We are going to see several days of being below 32. And I'm sorry to say this, but the overnight lows don't make it any better. That gives more opportunity for the snow or whatever precipitation that we get to stick to the roads, to stick to the sidewalks. It's going to stick everywhere, and it's going to stick around for a very couple of days. So multiple days. So keep that in mind. So 25 on Saturday with that Storm 12 alert. Snow starting, continuing all day. 17 the low on Saturday. Sunday, 29 degrees. So again, only going up a couple of degrees with snow continuing, but then pulling out of our area. And we'll watch it to see if we need to fine tune to this forecast a little bit more, and maybe even extending the Storm 12 alert a little bit longer. But 12 degrees on Sunday, 29 on Monday, and then 35 degrees as we work our way in towards Tuesday.